All right guys, today we're looking at a 74 big block Corvette. This car was originally medium blue. It has been repainted black, as you can see. This is a great 10-footer car. I mean, this paint has a really nice shine to it, and there are some imperfections in the paint, but nothing significant really. Now you can tell it's a 74 because this bumper has a split in it. It's the only year for that. You can see there is some dripping here in the paint. It's really only noticeable up close though. Does have Corvette rally wheels. They're in pretty good condition. They could use some refinishing, showing some signs of surface rust, but nothing that bad. T-tops have some bubbling in the paint. And there's also a few bubbles on the hood. There's right here and a couple along here. This hood is actually aftermarket. These big blocks did have a cowl hood, but it wasn't quite as raised as this one. All right, as you can see, there's some cracking right here. It looks like there's some up here too. And there is some streaking, some horizontal streaking in this front bumper, but you only really notice it within about 4 or 5 feet. In 74, they did not have side pipes factory. This guy obviously added them aftermarket, but they look nice. They look like they fit the car well. The side mirror is a little loose, unfortunately. All right, the interior in this car is showing some wear. Corvette emblem is missing from this door handle. Right here on this seat, there's a tear right here, and a little one over there. None on the right side though. This car does have tilt and telly, which is nice. And looks like the previous owner put a stereo cassette aftermarket radio. It also has AC and power steering and power brakes. It's got a Hurst shifter, also aftermarket. All right, looks like this engine has some aftermarket goodies on it. Got a Holley carb. I'm not exactly sure what kind. It's got a Whelen high-rise intake and what look to be some ceramic coated headers. This looks like a relatively new alternator also. All right, this car also has a inline fuel pressure gauge. Also has a crane ignition system. And this is actually a correct compressor. All right guys, now we're gonna take a little ride in this 74 big block. Blinkers do work in this car. This car pulls nice and strong. It's got a lot of torque. This interior is not the greatest, but the blower motor works. Yeah, I mean, it's a cold day in Atlanta today and it's blowing nice and warm, which is nice. Gas gauge works. Unfortunately, the vacuum operated lights and the wipers are not working. The door ajar light right here seems to be, it has a loose circuit. It flashes on and off. Aftermarket radio sounds nice. Unfortunately, the dash has been cut. But the radio works fine. This car does have power brakes and power steering. Brakes nice and smooth, and the steering's real tight. Unfortunately, this motor is not original, but it runs strong and it pulls really hard. All right, guys, thanks for riding with us today.